So I'm finally back after my very, very short 1 year long vacation. So now it's time for me to talk about another movie no one has ever heard of. But I want to get a couple things out of the way before I actually get into that. So there's like way more people than I ever expected that are watching my channel now, and I just want to lay a couple things out on the table real quick. So for starters, I am a lazy piece of shit. If you look at my last video, it was posted over a year ago. I am not a consistent person at all, and sometimes I get overwhelmed by how many people see this bullshit now, and I don't even get that many views. But that's not to say I'm not thankful. I've been doing this bullshit for as long as I can remember, honestly, and I would still be doing it with a smile on my face even if nobody watched the shit I posted. But I'm also borderline retarded, so if you're looking for consistency, you will not find it here. In other words, if you're a new viewer, eat shit and die, dickhead. I hate you, I hate you.
Shut your fucking mouth!
No problem, John.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
This is a spoiler checkpoint. Leave now if you haven't seen the movie. Or if you're a female, this video is for boys only. This is a hard-working, blue-collar, truck-driving, dip-spitting, cigarette-smoking, dick-sucking safe space for the homies. And homies alone. Any women will be shot and killed. Don't we all feel better now that the testosterone levels are at an all-time high? I know I do. Down in the comments, I only want to see discussions about how long it took you to get your CDL license.
He can't see. How many fingers, son? You can't see jack shit.
All of them. How many fingers, son?
And what your favorite dip brand is. This is exclusively a Red Man channel. If you don't chew Red Man, then I hope you fucking die. Wait, that's that's a dip brand, right? Or am I just really racist? Anyway, has anyone seen the movie Indian in the Cupboard, by the way? Okay, I need to get into the video, I'm sorry. We're talking about Bronson. Bronson is a biography film depicting the life of a man named Charles Bronson. He is Britain's most violent prisoner. Well, actually, that's not entirely correct. His name is Michael Peterson.
Michael Peterson.
Yeah, before I forget, I did come into this world as Michael Peterson, but I'll go out with my fighting name, Charlie Bronson.
But his fighting name is Charles Bronson, like the actor Charles Bronson, like the actor guy from Western movie. He was named after him. The role of Charles Bronson is played by Tom Hardy, and I swear to God, he was made to play this role. He was actually destined to play Charles Bronson. It's scary sometimes. Everything about the performance is just spot on. It's insane. Like I said, he is known as Britain's most violent prisoner, though. Not Tom Hardy, Charles Bronson, sorry. And Charles Bronson carries this handle due to his fixation on just causing as much bullshit as humanly possible. In the tiny little windows of freedom / just the time that he's outside of solitary, he's always going back there. So how long has Charles Bronson been in solitary, you may be asking? Let me fucking tell you, you little piece of... Charles Bronson has spent 35 plus years of his life locked away in solitary confinement. That's fucking insane. 35 years of his... I'm 26 and I've already had enough of this shit. And I have my freedom. I can go where I please, do as I please, do anything I want. This dude's been sitting in a little fucking room the size of an elevator for 35 plus years of his life, and all of it fucking alone. He's just by himself in there. What does he do all day? How on God's green fucking earth is that even possible? I would lose all sense of reality within like a day or two. And this fucker's over here shaving off years of his life like it's nothing. Like he's invented cryosleep from Fallout or some shit inside of his crib. Dude's gotta have the remote from Click just shoved up his asshole or something. Adam Sandler's probably in there with fucking, what's that guy's name? Oh yeah, Christopher Walker.
You see that?
I don't see how that's humanly possible personally, but apparently it is, because he's done it. And he does it to himself too. So a little thing you ought to know about Mr. Charlie Bronson over here, he loves to fight more than anything in the world. That's like his entire thing.
Now hang on to your feelings, alright? Because it's gonna get fucking hairy.
Charlie is a little shithead through and through, born for the sheer purpose of stirring up as much shit as humanly possible. The guy just fucking loves it, and it's hard not to jump to his side because he's so likable, and surprisingly, he's pretty talented too. This bald little shitter that looks like Eggman and loves being incarcerated.
Prison was, honestly, brilliant! I liked it personally. Oh, fuck that. I loved it!
Actually has some depth, and he's pretty complex. He has a lot of complex emotions like everyone else. I know that's not like a crazy, oh, a human has emotions, but he's a very regular guy. It's weird. The only big difference being that Charlie cannot stop taking people hostage to save his fucking life. I'm dead serious. This guy is like a mad dog that could snap on you at any given moment. One moment, he's being super friendly and vulnerable, and if you're really lucky, he's not even calling you a cunt. And then the next, he's covering his entire naked body in lube in preparation for a fight against the entire prison guard because he was bored and took a fruity little librarian hostage for fun.
Arse cheeks on my arse. Bloody my arse, you fucking homo! Well, son, quickly, quicker, 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 quicker! Fuck off! Sit down in the corner. Don't move, cunt.
And all of this is intentional. Charles Bronson is just an alter ego for Michael Peterson. Michael is fully aware that he is a loose cannon, and that would be understating it heavily. The man is a lot more akin to an armed fucking nuke. Bronson has this really bad habit of adding fuel to every fire that he possibly can without any regard for any consequences that could come down the road.
Right, take these pills.
Stick 'em up your fucking arse.
It's like his life is just forfeit to him, and he knows this. The dude isn't psychotic or insane by any means. He is fully aware that he has dug himself a hole, no, fuck that, a crater that he will never get out of in this lifetime. What a legend. The Birdhead channel officially condones behavior like this. We need more men like Charles Bronson. Just complete disregard for anything anybody throws at him. Any punishment, he doesn't give a fuck. What do you do with somebody like that? The man has no weak points. You can't do anything to him. The only thing they can do is put him in solitary confinement for half of his fucking life. And when he's finally released from solitary, guess what happens? This motherfucker's like Bilbo Baggins, dude. He's there and back again. It's actually crazy. Like, how is this a person? I didn't know God made people like this. This is like a DLC. I didn't know this could exist. They literally have nothing else to hold over him besides sending him to the loony farm, I guess, because he really hates that place a lot. So I think you get the picture now. Charles Bronson was put on this earth to revolt and nothing else. And he absolutely hates the idea of somebody else controlling his reality for him. Which I guess if you kind of think about it it's kind of ironic because prison is like the epitome of what I just described a second ago. But the man is truly his own master either way. And even if that means his days will be spent alone in a cold box full of nothing but depression and cum stains. But it doesn't matter because he's a million times more comfortable in prison than out of prison. And as he puts it, prison is a place to sharpen his tools and hone his skills. AKA try to fight everybody on the premises that opposes him in any way, shape, or form. Or if he's just bored and he wants to take somebody hostage, to have just a massive brawl against 1 on like 20 against all the prison guards. He'll do it. And you know why he'll do it? Because this is Charlie fucking Bronson. He'll do anything. And he's taken like 14 hostages or some shit. I don't remember what the exact number is, and I'm not looking it up right now because I'm a lazy piece of shit, as I said in the beginning of the video. But last time I read, I think it was like 14 hostages he's taken. That's actually crazy. What the fuck? 14? He has stolen 14 people. That has to be a record, right? 14 in different individual scenarios, he has taken 14 people. In prison, by the way. So I have definitely more than covered Charles Bronson and who he is as a person, so let's actually get into the movie itself. Bronson was released in 2008. Some might say one of the golden years for the American people. Right up there with 2001. It has pretty much entirely flown under my radar up until about maybe like a year or two ago at most. Do you guys get the joke? Like, flown under my radar? Like, it's a 9/11 joke. It's about 9/11. The joke's about 9/11. Bronson definitely isn't a movie for everyone, but when it hits just right. I fucking love this movie to death. I would go as far to say that it's even in my like top 10 favorite movies, I would probably say. Yeah, no, it's in the top 10 for sure. And I don't know what it is about this film that I'm so magnetized to, but it's one of those movies that I could sit down and watch over and over and over and still enjoy all the way through. Everything about it just works so fucking well. Every scene grabbed my full attention because of just how bizarre and outlandish they were. And I mean that in the best way possible. Plus, Tom Hardy's performance blew me the fuck away. He is absolutely one of the main reasons that this movie is so good. And along with that, Bronson is just a funny fucking movie. There are so many scenes from this film that will be burned into my head until the day I die. Like the mental hospital dance scene. Oh my god, that shit still kills me every single time I've watched it. And going back to Tom Hardy, he is just also really good at comedy, and I don't know why he doesn't do more roles like this. I can't emphasize this enough. Tom Hardy fucking kills this movie. It is a masterfully put together film that you just have to see for yourself if you think that you're the right type of audience for it, because this movie is not for everybody. But I will go through some of the details of just how he got to where he is, and yeah, so I'm just going to go through a couple things. So Charlie was a family man, believe it or not, and he had an apartment or a flat, if you're British, I have to call him a person, but I haven't personally seen any real proof of that, so. Or a flat if you're a British person. Fuck you if you're British. And I mean that. Put that on my gravestone. Anyway, Charlie was a family man with an apartment, a girlfriend, and a kid. Or wife. I don't remember. The only problem being he was a broke-ass motherfucker. And Charlie could not stand for that. Being poor and taking care of a family is probably stressful as fuck, I'd imagine. I'm a loser, so I wouldn't know. So any respectable bald father would do whatever they deem necessary to provide for the ones they love. Wouldn't you agree? Well, Charlie sure as fuck does. So much so that he decided to rob the British Postal Service at gunpoint, using a double-barreled shotgun that he had just sawed the barrels off of minutes prior in the same house as his child and wife. Or girlfriend, still haven't gotten to the bottom of that. Okay, so first off, what the fuck did this dude think he was about to walk out with? You're robbing the fucking post office, bro. You probably walked out with 10 boxes of stamps and a fucking roll of tape. But anyway, Charlie robs the British Postal Service and obviously gets caught. Charlie was found guilty and he was sentenced to 7 years behind bars, inadvertently starting a massive cycle full of fighting, hostage takings, and more prison transfers than anyone knew possible. Like I said earlier, Bronson is a film that would absolutely put most people off that first watch it. It is such a strange and jarring movie that I would certainly not be able to show it to most people in my life. Charles Bronson is an enigma, an anomaly, even in an environment such as prison. He still managed to stick out in an environment like that and make a name for himself at the cost of his entire existence. He is very aware that he has thrown away over half of his life in order to make a name for himself in prison, and I guess that's kind of the question that this movie poses. Did the ends justify the means? Absolutely not. I do hope Charlie gets to see some type of freedom before his end comes. But who the fuck knows if that's even what he wants? Who knows, man? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really miss doing this shit. I don't know why I took like a year-long break. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. I should just kill myself. If you're new to the channel, suck my dick. No, I'm joking. If you're new to the channel, I'm gonna be making video like this and shit. So like sub and shit. But yeah, so YouTube outro and words and more words and YouTube outro and